Good morning, friend. Good morning. How are you? I heard a quote this week and I wanted to share it with you. I thought of you, and the quote says, I had to write it down because it was so good. It says, "Joy is not the absence of pain, but the presence of God in the midst of it." Joy is not the absence of pain, but the presence of God in the midst of it. And I don't know about you, but when I think about joy, when I think about happiness, pain is not something that comes to mind. Pain is not something that I associate with that. Joy for me is bliss, is happiness, is you're on vacation in Jamaica on a beach. You are just in a great and positive headspace. The bank account pad up. Everything is good. You're not worried about paying bills. You're not worried about where the next thing is coming from. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's happy. Everything is good. That's what I think about when I think about joy. But to think of joy and pain in the same space, right? Joy is not the absence of pain, but the presence of God in the midst of it. And what that says to me, and I've seen it in my own life, is regardless of what is going on and what you're going through, the hardships, the grief, the sadness, depression, all those negative things, you are going to experience them. And while experience them, if you seek God in those things, then you will experience joy despite those things. Remember before Joe passed away, at times reflecting on my life, and I would look at others around me, look at my friends, look at family, and just be like feeling fortunate and feeling blessed in that I didn't think that I had a big struggle or big challenges as they did, and almost bracing myself, honestly, and saying, well, I don't think life is that bad for me. Why are these other people having so many health struggles, having so much grief, having depression, having all these challenges, and I'm just kind of floating? And I realize now that it wasn't my time yet. It was not my time yet. My time came. And if you are having a similar experience where you feel like you're just floating in life, you haven't had any major challenges or any major disappointments, or you just feel like life is good, like you don't feel like you are struggling in the way that other people are struggling, I promise you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, or I'm just being realistic, I promise you, your time is coming. And I wish someone, well, I would never say it out loud, but I wish I was aware that my time is coming. Everybody has their time. And for some, it feels like it's never ending. For some, it feels like everything is good, and then everything after that is just horrific. And for some, everything is horrible in the beginning of your life, and then you're just kind of floating. So I just encourage you, you are not alone in your struggles. Everybody is struggling. And I feel like if we were more honest about our struggles, if we would talk about our struggles, if we would pray for each other in our struggles, then we would be in a much better place as a society. So I think that's gonna be my heart posture now, is that joy and pain are synonymous, and that I need to, in the midst of pain, in the midst of all the things, even though life is not perfect and it's not where I thought it would be or where I'd want it to be, with all the lack that once I'm seeking God, and seeking God is a daily seeking. It's not just, oh, I'm a Christian, I've given my life to Christ, and that's it. Every day seeking God, every day in prayer, every day keeping that at the forefront. If I can have that heart posture, that regardless of what is going on, and regardless what life looks like, that I can have joy in the midst of it, then I think I can have a better outlook, and I can have a more positive mindset, and I can have more peace, and then yes, I can have joy. So I just wanted to encourage you today, whatever season you are in, whatever you are going through, and we're all going through something, no matter what it looks like on the outside, because a lot of times we see people and they'll put out the highlight reels and it looks great, and they're on vacation and they have this happy, perfect marriage and relationship, and the kids are great, and you know, they put on this great facade. And sometimes it's not a facade. Sometimes they're just showing you the positive things and they're not sharing the negative things. I just happen to share what I'm going through in the moment, and maybe for some it may look like, oh, well, you always crying about something. Well, yeah. But to have that heart posture of there is joy in the midst of whatever I'm going through, no matter what it looks like on the outside. And to be aware that no matter what people are portraying, that they're also in the midst of pain. And it may not be the same pain that you have, or the same situation you're going through, or the same struggles, but everybody is struggling with something. That is the human experience. And if someone tells you that that's not their experience, they are in denial. They are delulu. Okay, that is the human experience. There's nobody that has a perfect life. They may have an imperfect life and they think it's perfect because it's better than, or they just may have a positive outlook, which is great, but it's not perfect. Everybody is struggling with something. Everybody has something going on. So to keep at the forefront in your mind, to keep God at the center, and you will experience joy despite you will have hardship. The Bible says you will have hardship. You will have struggle. But take heart, because I have overcome the world. So I hope that encourages someone today. And I hope you have the most amazing day. We'll talk next time.